request the DOJ rejected for protection of classified and unclassified documents, saying in a letter, "You served such a subpoena knowing the department could not lawfully provide the unredacted report."
We will make sure that no president becomes a monarch. We need the information without delay. The hearing
Mr. Chairman,
The standoff with the Justice Department is one of several fights between House Democrats and the Trump administration. Craig Boswell, NBC News, Washington.
Coming up on 11 News at noon, fighting to stay out of the U.S., how long officials think the extradition case against the founder of WikiLeaks could take, plus the newest candidate to join the crowded field of Democratic challengers vying for the White House. A British judge says a U.S. extradition case against Julian Assange will take, quote, many months. A procedural hearing for the WikiLeaks founder is set for the end of the month, with another hearing set for June. Assange says he will fight extradition back to the U.S., where he is accused of helping former U.S. soldier Chelsea Manning hack into the Pentagon computer system. Yesterday, a judge sentenced Assange to 50 weeks in prison for skipping bail in a separate case. The race for the 2020 Democratic presidential nomination continues to grow. Colorado Senator Michael Bennet is the latest candidate to throw his hat in the ring. Bennet made it official this morning. He delayed his announcement after he was diagnosed with prostate cancer last month. He says his doctor has given him a clean bill of health. Bennet has been a senator since 2009, and he's the 7th member of the Senate trying to challenge President Trump next year. The Kentucky Derby favorite has been scratched from Saturday's Run for the Roses. On Wednesday, the racehorse named Omaha Beach was scratched because of a breathing problem, but veterinarians say the condition is generally not life or career threatening and is typically corrected with minor surgery. Meantime, the Churchill Downs odds maker has been revised the betting lineup to make Game Winner the 9-2 favorite for the Derby. A lost sea lion got a little help from good people and a nice California highway patrolman. Drivers called police after they found this young sea lion along a California highway. A highway patrol officer arrived and offered the lost animal a ride in his squad car, and it gladly accepted. The officer took the sea lion to a mammal marine center where you can see it made new friends. And a dog in Texas has a new home after firefighters saved her from a sinkhole. Monday morning, Amarillo firefighters got the call about the dog stuck in the hole. First responders say that the dog survived after it fell more than 20 feet into what was a septic tank at an old RV park. Since an owner has yet to come forward, one of the firefighters who pulled her to safety has offered to adopt the lucky dog. The dog doesn't have an official name yet, but workers at the shelter are calling her Gracie Lou. Still to come in 11 News, new guidelines for freezing meat, what you need to know before buying in bulk.
And we're tracking the chance for a few stronger storms heading into this afternoon and some more wet weather moving in through parts of this weekend. Latest timing coming up.
In our consumer alert this afternoon, Starbucks issues a recall over one of its coffee presses. Starbucks is recalling Bodum and Starbucks co-branded recycled coffee presses due to laceration hazards. The French press has a glass beaker, dark gray frame, and light gray handle and knob. 230,000 were sold in the U.S. since 2016 for about $20. Customers who bought the product are encouraged to contact Starbucks for how to get a full refund. You may soon see some major changes to your Facebook app. The social media site is ditching the blue menu bar, opting for a simpler all-white design instead. Facebook is also overhauling the way users engage with groups and events, making them easier to find and participate in. Facebook is also adding a secret crush feature to its dating service if someone adds you to their secret crush list. Facebook will send you a notification, but will only reveal the name if you pick the same person as your crush. That sounds complicated. Younger adults are already saving up to buy their first home. A new study by the Bank of America shows more than half of young adults ages 18 to 25 are planning to buy a home in the next 5 years. The survey found that to reach their goal, Gen Z would rather use $5,000 to save for a down payment rather than plan a dream wedding, go shopping, or take a vacation.
Now, your WBAL TV 11 weather forecast with meteorologist Taylor Grenda.
Well, it certainly feels like a summer afternoon in place. The humidity is on the high side for today as we see a front still meander across the area. But for this afternoon, temperatures are really starting to rise quickly. 78 degrees right now at the airport with that humidity in place. It already feels like above 80 degrees outside, and current temperature readings are starting to really rise up there. Mid 70s in downtown, 78 again at the airport, 77 in Parkville, and pretty much anywhere across most of the state. We're starting to approach the upper 70s to even possibly 80-degree mark. Here's a live look at what's happening. Mainly quiet across a majority eastern seaboard. It's actually the storm system just out towards the west. Could spark some severe weather across parts of the Ohio Valley throughout this afternoon and into this evening, and also a chance for some stronger storms across parts of the mid-Atlantic too. So right now, if you have those outdoor plans, maybe take a water bottle with you. Kind of unusual humidity. We're not quite used to it yet for even this time of year. So taking you through the next couple of hours closer towards sunset, but I think it's going to happen before. That heat and the humidity is certainly going to have the chances to spark some stronger storms. So timeline looks to be closer towards 5 o'clock, lasting through at least 6. Those storms start to spark across most of the metro. So if you have any kind of outdoor plans between 5, 6, possibly even 7 o'clock, it's an afternoon, even evening that you need to stay close to radar and stay tuned. It's going to be very spotty in nature. Not everyone's going to see this. It looks like it moves out quickly, and then the rest of tonight after sunset actually appears to be fairly quiet. But heading into parts of Friday, start off with some fog. It's going to be a dry start by the afternoon. Once again, temperatures warm up. The humidity will be in place, and that once again is going to spark some showers and storms located towards the afternoon and evening. This appears to last a little bit longer, and then into the weekend, it's going to be a little bit unsettled with a chance for rain continuing through Saturday and even Sunday. So get the rain gear actually ready. You'll probably need it for both days of the upcoming weekend. That being said, for this afternoon, we're highlighted in that marginal risk for severe weather. So there's a chance that a few of these storms could be on the stronger side. It appears to be the biggest threat will be damaging wind gusts. So hopefully that stays on the lower threat of that, but we'll keep you updated. For the rest of today, should be fairly quiet through at least 3 o'clock. After that, some pop-up thunderstorms possibly located closer towards 5 and 6, certainly likely. Into Friday, another round of showers and storms by the afternoon, kind of unsettled through the next couple of days through the weekend. Could pick up on some periods of heavier rain into Sunday. That finally moves out. We break this streak into Monday and Tuesday. Look gorgeous, dry and sunny with highs in the 70s.
In today's medical alert, over half of Americans say they are facing financial hardships due to medical costs. A new study from the American Cancer Society found 137 million adults had problems paying their medical bills or even delayed care because of cost. Experts say without changes to the healthcare system, the problem will likely become worse. Meantime, a separate study shows out-of-pocket costs for neurologic medications are skyrocketing. Researchers tracked 12 years of insurance claims for patients with Parkinson's disease, dementia, and multiple sclerosis. The amount they paid for medications rose sharply, especially for MS drugs. The average cost for MS prescriptions were 20 times higher in 2016 than in 2004. Most teens looking to lose weight by drinking diet sodas are actually not saving calories. Researchers from George Washington University looked at what some 7,000 youth ate and drank over a 24-hour period. Those who drank low or zero-calorie beverages consumed about the same number of calories as kids who drank sugary beverages, but they also took in about 200 more calories than kids who drank water. If you're a fan of buying your meat products in bulk, you may need to be aware of some freezing tips that could prevent foodborne illness. 11 News reporter Haley Hernandez has details.
Advice for Eating dietitian Catherine Kruba says beef can go in the fridge for 3 to 5 days, while raw chicken and fish are only good for 1 to 2 days, or else
you can end up with foodborne illness. And many times when you have a stomach bug, what you think of as a stomach bug, it's really some form of foodborne illness.
And she says we get into the most trouble with cooked meat when our guard's down because, surprisingly, it does not last much longer in the fridge than raw meat. Your days are limited to 3 or 4 days with cooked beef, chicken, and fish in the fridge. So she recommends storing it in the freezer first thing. And here, these can all last months.
bring it home, put it in your freezer if you don't think you're going to cook it right away, and then you can take it out, defrost it, and then cook it, and then eat it within a few days, and you're in good shape.
Krupa says she personally gets them out of the freezer fast, but for those of you who buy meat in bulk, beef can last for 6 to 12 months, chicken is good for 9 months in the freezer, and fish is safe for 6 to 8 months.
Time now to answer some of your pet questions this afternoon. Dr. Kim Hammond from the Falls Road Animal Hospital is here, and I'm doing something you never see me do.
Yes, this is a hypoallergenic, beautiful dog. Well, maybe not
Kendall.
so hypoallergenic, but for Lisa's purposes, because she's allergic to dogs, nah, it's not a problem.
Okay,
Oops.
so you want me to sneeze and cough and... Okay, thank
Well,
you.
in about 2 minutes when we're off the air.
Okay.
Hey, Lisa, it's really hot right now, and this by High Wave is a water supply source that it creates. It's a really interesting device. You can carry a clean source of water. There's a little bowl on the top. You can turn the little lever and give your dog water, but still keep your water clean so you can share a water source. It's got a nice carabiner. It's really great.
Okay.
High Wave. Okay, and I got one other quick thing too. In the hot weather, this is a dog hammock. You can stick it on the ground. A little dog like this or a big dog can sleep on it. You can sit it over the vent, your air conditioning vent on the floor. It's great.
Okay. All right, let's get to some questions.
All right.
Last night after playing with my dog, I found a large tick on me. What should I do to protect my dog?
All right, bottom line is this tick season, you should, in fact, in Maryland, you should be on tick preventative year-round. You know, there are a lot of opportunities to go to your veterinarian and discuss it with them. You've just got, what you got to do to protect your dog is be on that tick preventative and cut your grass.
Okay. My dog is really itching. Can I give him antihistamines?
Yeah, you can give them antihistamines. They don't work, but you can give them. It's no big deal. You know, again, you have to right now sort of diagnose the cause of the allergy. There's a great allergist in town, Dr. Berger. I give him a call, and he works with your veterinarian to figure out why dogs itch. And there are a plethora of opportunities to treat it once you diagnose why it's a problem.
All right. There are raccoons, foxes, and even coyotes in my neighborhood. How can I protect my outside cats?
First and foremost, rabies shots, rabies shots, rabies shots. Those guys are really serious, and cats are you know, in terms of the food chain, they're low on the food chain when it comes to a fox or a coyote. Get a rabies shot for your animal.
Okay. All right, Kendall.
All right. Kendall,
You were the star.
pretty Kendall. Gosh, beautiful dog.
When
Beautiful dog.
I'll call you when I'm sneezing.
High Wave. You can get more information on our website, WBAL. Take a look at it, and you'll see all where you can get it. Just
Okay.
drop down.
All right. Thanks, Dr. Kim.